Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to show you how you can change ball motion using ball surface. Alright guys, so one of the easiest ways to adjust your ball motion on a bowling ball that you have is by using abralon pads. So by using abralon pads, you're changing the surface of the bowling ball. It's the easiest way to get the ball duller. So by making the ball duller, you're gonna make the ball hook early, and you can make significant changes of how a ball rolls by changing its surface. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go to the lanes. I have the rice here. It comes with some polish on it. We're gonna change its surface and gonna see how the different look like. Alright guys, so you saw how the ball reacted with their factory finish, which is polished. Now we're gonna add 1,000 grit pad and see what's different in the reaction. Alright guys, so now we saw the difference with 1,000 pad. We definitely saw some earlier hook, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna dislike it. I actually think the 1,000 pad gave me that early hook, but kind of helped me to trap it in the break point and kind of give me a good reaction overall. So definitely you could see my ball hooking earlier, but also it's a good example of how adding surface can change the reaction of the ball and in a good way. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go and we're gonna add 500 so we can see what the difference is gonna be. Alright guys, so now we saw with 500, it's a more drastic difference than with 1,000. We saw our ball hooking way early and almost losing all its energy. Like we saw our ball hooking way too much, and that's an example that when we think of using surface, it's not necessarily gonna make a crazy amount of hook overall. It's just gonna give us earlier hook, which is not always good. For example, on this situation, our ball is just hooking so early that it's kind of dead in the bag and it's just gonna be very difficult to control. All right guys, so now for educational purposes, we're gonna keep going and we're gonna go for 360. So let's go to the lanes and see how it goes. Alright guys, so now we saw what happened with 360. It's just too much hook even than the 500 pad. Like with 360, we see our ball literally hooking at the dots or even earlier. Like the ball is just hooking, and as we see, it's not ideal for this situation. It might be ideal for some urethane balls that may need the extra surface for fresh oil patterns when, example, you're bowling on a short pattern or on a pattern with a lot of volume, you're gonna need the surface. But for a situation like this, it's not good. It's not gonna give you more hook overall is just gonna give you earlier hook, which it's gonna mean less hook in the back end. All right, guys, so there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know in the comments what do you think, and what other videos would you like to see. If you want us to make different type of content regarding abralon pads, let us know in the comments. Thank you again. We'll see you on the next video.